All right. So started. So I'll repeat the question. So I want to know what is your current profile, right? And after you go through this AWS or DevOps training, right? What is that profile you are aspiring to? What is your current salary, and is it because of salary hike you growth, or you just want to move it into the different technology stack? So that is your goal.
Okay, so currently I'm working as a lead developer, and my technology is a middleware technology, which is an IBM product, IBM Data Power. That's where Data Power is my technology. Generally, I have total of 11 years experience, and in the whole 11 years, like I have worked in Data Power as a primary skill, and then like WSRR and WTX. So there are some other tools that is come that I have worked on, but like Data Power product. So that is getting shut down. Like the scope of the Data Power is getting reduced,
Hmm.
and also now these days, like everyone are moving to cloud, so there will be more opportunity for the cloud work, and hence that is why I was looking for working in cloud platform, and that is why then I chose AWS, and then going forward, I would like to work in an AWS platform as a lead developer, or a senior developer or architect. So AWS, like associate, architect in associate level or whatever. I don't know, like what is the positions that we might get.
So how many years of experience you got now? Total?
11 years. 11
11
years.
years. Okay. Yeah. So you can apply for architect or lead definitely.
Mm.
Okay. So
But what I am thinking, Manoranjan, see, for an architect role, everybody prefers who's worked already in an AWS or like in the cloud platform for a lot of years in that architect role. Okay, so what I'm suggesting is like instead of directly going to architect, because currently in my technology also I haven't worked as an architect, right? I am as a lead developer, that kind of role only. Why can't we what I think is like once I'll move to the developer role, and then only I'll learn more things, right?
hmm,
But
yeah.
in the cloud platform, I'm not sure, like if there are in the architect level itself,
Hmm.
if there are any associate level and or in that position, that kind of there, then also I'll be fine, because
So basically, your aspiration in that case is DevOps engineer basically.
so
DevOps
DevOps.
engineer in AWS cloud.
Yes,
So
yeah,
DevOps
engineer.
engineer is the developer position where you
Mhm.
basically close with the developers. You will have know-how of all different services. You should be able to set up those services and work very closely with the developers of server side or UI developers, and monitoring, logging, and all different services and their deployment, CI/CD pipeline, okay, security, and all kind of things, while you will be working closely with the architect. Okay, so
Okay, so what
architect.
architect does? Again, like architects, as I heard that architects also does creation of the services, and they
So
choose the
architect.
architect and that will do it.
Yeah, so I'll tell you the difference, right? So architect is a kind of a lead, okay,
Mm,
who has the architectural knowledge, right?
mm,
So who knows what is the infrastructure, what security, what tools to be selected, what should be the configuration, how they need to be scaled and all, right? And
mm,
DevOps engineer will just perform the job.
mm,
Architect plans the architecture, he plans the roadmap, he plans the work, and he does also the critical thing and fixes also, because he has come across the developer role already. So he knows
mm,
hands on everything. Plus, addition to that, he now knows to architect. in now
Yeah.
knows to do the designs and can suggest what is the best service to use, what should be the best configuration, and how to perform them well by scaling.
Mm.
So, as a DevOps engineer, while you will be closely working with the developers as well as your mentor will be the architect, where
Mm.
architect will be guiding you and architect will be telling you what you have to do. And once
Mm.
you do all those hands-on for 1 or 2 years, right, and you will see
Mm.
what the architect is doing, same thing you have to keep a watch of it, like how he is
Mm.
designing, how what is his thought process, right? You have to learn through going beyond, and then gradually you will move towards architect role.
Okay.
So that would be then in your career path. So join as DevOps engineer, work hands-on, learn everything, and then learn as a architect mindset, and then gradually move to architect role.
Mm. Okay.
So is that clear? So this is the way you will be moving forward, right?
Yes. So just one question, like, see, if we, what if we go directly as an associate levels architect?
You can. So it all will depend on your interview and your preparation, how
Okay.
much you do, right? So
Okay.
you have to learn step by step, and as first you learn the things, you will learn the new more things. And if you are able to learn all the things what an architect or associate architect should have, and then you are
Mm.
good for that position.
Okay. Fine.
It is all about
So,
how much
see the,
you are able to grab.
okay. So whatever you are giving the training is also just telling about a service, not just telling about the service, but how to architect, like what and
Yes, so
all
I'll
needs
go
to be
step by step. As
you
first
will
you
be
come,
providing that.
yes, yes. So I will take you all the way till 6 months, on and your till you secure a job, right, in this
Mm.
area. So as fast you can complete, as much you can give your time, right? I will be teaching you more and more,
Okay.
and that will include architecture aspect as well, while you do as a DevOps engineer hands-on.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let me share the screen to you. Okay.
Mm.
First, let
Okay.
me tell you, as a DevOps engineer, what all things
Mm.
you have to do.
Okay. Yeah, you are sharing your
Yeah,
screen.
I will share this. Let me know when you can see it.
Yes, I can see. Just a second. Let me.
So you have a login in AWS.
Yes, I can.
You have login account, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, uh, actually, people what they do is they will just know about EC2. They will know about let's say one database RDS
Mm.
and container service like ECS and maybe S3 bucket. Okay,
Mm.
and they say, okay, I know what AWS. I have experience on AWS, and they claim it to be
Mm.
right, and they
Yeah.
go for an interview, and when interviewer checks cross questions and they fail.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Mm.
reason is uh, when you say that you are a DevOps engineer in AWS, it is not about just those two three things, right?
Mm.
There
Mm.
are a huge number of things which need to be learned,
Mm.
not all but a lot.
Mm.
Okay, so now what
Okay.
are they? Okay, so if you see in this menu, right, you have all these options. You have analytics, application integration. Out of that, I will tell you what are the main blocks, right? You have
Mm.
compute, container, okay, then database,
Mm.
developer tool, and then you will have come further down, you'll have networking and content. Okay, so these are the 4-5 options are there which are must to have.
Okay.
Now when you go inside them one by one, then you will see what all other things are there inside it. If you
Okay.
say, if I select compute, then what is there? AWS App Runner, Batch, EC2, Elastic Beanstalk, Lambda, right? So these all things are coming under that. If you see the last one, AWS, Seam Space, Weaver. So these kind of things are not much used, but if you have a know-how and you know how to use, when to use, that will give you extra points to you during your interviews.
Okay. Yes, Manaranjani.
Okay. So now, if you see the left side again, there are few options like blockchain. Okay, you have this Internet of Things, robotics, satellite, and all. So these are the special areas where people master.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say you are assigned to a very big account in a very big project. Okay, in that project they have to do blockchain related application.
Okay.
Okay, so that will be the only time when you have to learn about how all those services facilities available around blockchain.
Okay.
But we'll not be going to blockchain, neither will go to Internet of Things right now. The all basic minimal thing which are required to start with, we'll go step by step. But if time permits, we'll go in those also. At least to touch them out and have a knowledge and know-how about them.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Now, when somebody use a cloud versus a physical machines or physical data centers, do you know what is the main reason why somebody should go to cloud?
It is like a pay as you go pricing model, first of all, and there is no need to have a physical physical machines at their data centers. There is no need for a data center. Everything will be provided by the providers, cloud providers. So they just need to concentrate on the functionality and the other things. So that is one of the reason. And no need, like there is no the cost. Again, coming to the cost, like there is no need to provide the huge amount, like the upfront cost and all. It's not required. And what else? Everything will be in we get everything in one of the providers itself, like for all types of services and everything.
Right. So main, you got the point. So main is the cost, right? And why it is cost is, see, if I have my own data center, then I have to buy all the hardwares. I have to maintain them also, whether I use it or I don't use it. Let's say I have some business plan. I do it for 1 year. Then I say, no, it is not working. I want to do something else. So the all amount of money you have spent in those infrastructure will be lost.
Yeah.
But if you do cloud, it is not so. You use it for 1 year, rent it, and done. Same like, buying one flat versus taking rent in a house.
Yeah.
Right? When you are not sure that you will be in this location for a long time or not. Okay. So that is one way. Then is the maintenance, right? So when we say cost, right, it is not about just cost of the hardware which you buy, right? Also how you maintain them, how you secure them, right? Whenever there is any issue, how you solve them in the infrastructure side, right? But if you are in a cloud, everything will be taken care of them. It is all about you get a ready-made something to use. Like it is like a ready-made vehicle Uber car, you are getting every time you book, you have a very nice car and you travel, right? You don't have to maintain the car.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the main reason. So now, so cost is the first point, most important point. So you have to know about the cost. So if you see here, you have an option for AWS cost management. Okay.
Okay.
So in AWS cost management, you have these many different tools available how you can manage the cost.
Okay.
So when I say manage the cost means when you are suggesting a service to your organization or to your team that okay, use S3 bucket or use MySQL database or use AWS API gateway, right? You have to basically compare the cost compared to the other products available in the market. Okay, when you say other products, so you have to go back to the competitors, right? So you have to see if I'm using S3 bucket, what is the equivalent I have in Azure? What is the equivalent you have in GCP, right? If I am using a database service, ECS service, what are the equivalents and who is giving me better? Where the cost is less. So the statement which you once said, no, that you go in one place, you get everything. So that concept is probably is applicable, but not 100%. For example, when you want to buy a laptop online, right? You will check the price in Amazon, you will check in Flipkart or Rakuten or any other sites. You will compare and then you will buy.
Correct.
So you need to decide that where the cost is lesser, quality is higher.
Okay.
At least minimum your purpose and should be solved, and cost should be lesser. And on top of that, if both are same in between two companies, on top of that you are getting extra benefit, then you go to the other vendor who is giving you
Yes.
extra benefits.
Yes.
So same technique and logic you have to apply here. So this is a very, very important point for you when you join as a DevOps engineer. Your architects will take the call, your manager will take the call, or maybe the tech leads will take the call. But if you know about these things and if you can provide always a good input, sometimes in the existing project they don't have knowledge on the certain services, but you come and you tell that why don't we use it, and you come up with the pros and cons and you show that a small POC and show the benefit to the team and the client, right? That is where your career growth points starts. That is where people will start respecting you, people will start giving you value, and those points will be noted and your career will grow. Clear? So this costing point thing will be the first topic which you are going to explore
Okay.
hands-on. Okay, so say you have AWS application cost profiler, billing, AWS billing calculator, AWS budget, AWS cost explorer, and then AWS marketplace subscriptions. Okay, so you should log into this site, visit each one of those options. Okay, if you read each and everything, it will be too boring. You won't be able to. Okay, so spend at least 10 minutes on every link.
Okay.
Try to read here and there whatever you feel interesting like. Okay, and then make a note of them on the main points. The good points somebody should be remembering. Okay, so once you do that, then visit your own account. Okay, you have your own account. Inside account, in your account, check how the billing is done. What are the services you are using, and have you paid anything to cloud?
No, I haven't.
You have not paid yet, so you might have used all the free services,
Yes.
right? So randomly you can try to choose some service. So let's say I will select RDS. Okay, randomly select anything you are flexible with. Try to create that and see how it is showing you the different price options. To go there and create it. So, and then check for 5 different services you explore. Okay, so I have shared you one Excel file with the task. Okay, I'm
Uh,
writing the task there. You are going to do those tasks and then come back.
okay.
So first task is this, like explore all AWS services in high level. So every service name and some basic information you should have. That okay,
Every
what?
service name is the cost related, right? That you told.
No. So first thing is, first you explore about all the services.
Okay.
Just knowing about the services, like what is database, what is container, what is compute. Under compute, what are the different services available? These are main category. Under main category, you have the services. So first topic is know in high level, explore all different AWS services.
Okay.
Second is explore
The AWS cost
cost.
management
So it is
services.
called as AWS cost management. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
AWS cost management. Okay. Once you explore in high level, then assess
Mm-hmm.
cost for
You want
any
actually
five.
you are showing something on the Excel sheet?
You are not able to see the Excel sheet. Huh?
No.
Yeah, I was saying, but it is recorded. You will be able to see the recording. That's fine. I think I had shared only this AWS screen.
So you want me to update everything in the Excel sheet, or I'll create my own data
Yeah, you will be
worksheet?
updating everything is in this Excel sheet. Let me share the Excel sheet to you.
I think you have already shared.
No, I have shared you, but are you able to see the Excel sheet in my machine? In this
No, no, the screenshot it's not showing.
screen
I'm still
sharing, you are
it's
not able to, right? So, okay, let me share the desktop. You will be able to see. Do you see now?
yes, I can.
Okay. So, this Excel sheet will have all the tasks which you will be doing throughout these courses, right? So, every task will have a priority. When we have many tasks, then based on the priority, we'll do. Put some comments, whatever you want to communicate to me, or you have learned something, anything it could be. And then status, like, like in progress, open, or something like that, closed, finally. And then how much time you spend for this exercise. Okay, so that is what the number of hours which will be considered for your complete training. So when you give that 6 months into 30 into 8, right? So that hours will be considered here.
Okay.
Clear? So we will be counting this total number of hours here, which will constitute your 6 months. Date created, date closed, the task, and then reviewed by the trainer.
But
So
see, the thing is like whatever I have spent, that can be more also, right?
it can be more.
So it was, yeah. So that means like if whatever you told about the number of hours, if I spent more hours in a day, or like every day, if I spend more hours to get it, okay. So the time will, if you are concentrating on the hours of time that spent, and that equals 6 months. So
No, not
and
6 months. So not in that way, right? So 6 months means 6 into 30 into 8 hours. Okay. So now
yeah.
it will not be like you have now you are starting in August. That does not mean August, September, October, November, December, January. So everything will be over in January. No. So that many hours need to be completed till January. If no, then it will go to February or March also.
Okay. See, if the training is not completed or the topics is not covered, then also like you will extend, right? That's
It
what
will
I'm
be
asking.
extended. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So normally, if you are spend the time means it will be covered.
Okay.
But even if some reason it is not, then it will be extended. That you don't have to worry.
Okay, fine. And these details where you want me to put in?
You start putting in a Word file, okay?
Okay.
And then I will create a folder for you, and in that folder you will put. And afterwards, I'll give you access for GitHub repository as well. So then you can check in everything in the GitHub repository.
Okay.
Hmm. All right. So any doubt?
Um, Nothing like just so you will be come back again for any other topics or today's topic
So
is
today's topic is this, right? These three.
uh,
You go through these three, complete
hmm,
it, and tell me that you are done. And then you have to give me a quick overview of that, right? You have to
hmm.
take me through, and I will, ask some questions and all to check your learning. And you
Okay.
can also ask me any questions, right? We
Hmm.
can discuss it. So that will be to ensure that you have learned these three things.
Okay. Got it.
Every time we meet for the first class, I will be giving you, I will clarify your doubts, I will review what you have done, and then for the next days, I will give you overview, and then you will proceed with that as a homework.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Fine.
Does it, sound good to you, interesting, or you have anything else in mind?
Nothing. Nothing. This is fine. Like, let me go through
Feel
it.
in different other ways, different techniques. Feel free to tell me. I am open and flexible.
Aha. Fine. No. Let's go with this and see if how it is going. The only issue is like in between I'll get my own work, right? So that is
No,
how like
that is
I
not a
can't.
problem. Like today itself, in the first day, you could not make it. So we will discuss and we will set the next appointment between us accordingly.
Okay. 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 Fine. It should be fine then.
Okay, cool. So have a good learning and then see you again.
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
Thanks. Thanks, Manoranjan. Yeah.
No